see what happens. Like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. Good morning, good morning. And the goodness of God. Come on, can you sing that with us? All my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been I went on front here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all come on in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Y'all come on in. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Y'all come on in. Good morning, So You, John, Karen. Good morning, Casey J. Benjamin Samuels. What's up, bro? Dude, you looking good, man. That mustache is legit, at least on the picture. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, Ben. Sister Elma, Tanya, Edith, Robin, Call to Conquer. Y'all come on in. Jen. Jennifer, Allison, Chastity, good morning. All my life you have been faithful, Jesus, and all my life driving, so I'll be silent, a silent observer. Yes, Randa, keep your eyes focused on the road. Good morning, Nate Tam. I saw y'all had an anniversary, Nate. Happy anniversary, bro. Happy anniversary. How many years has it been, Nate? Let's go red, y'all. Grab those red emojis. Let's go in. Let's declare the goodness of the Lord. Let's invite his presence in. Hector, good morning, bro. Good morning, mother-in-law. Come on, the Lord is good. The Lord is good. He's good to me, good to me, good to me, good to me. Good morning, y'all. We're in another week. We are in another week. God is so good. God is so good. Yo, we were having some internet issues this morning. So if you are on my
Instagram. Yeah, this is on my Instagram. Be prepared if it slows down to jump over to Fellowship's Instagram or Fellowship's Facebook page. Just in case it starts tripping. It looks like it's doing okay now, but if it starts tripping, just jump over. If you're on the Facebook page, please share, invite some other folks to join us. It's a new week. This is good news today. God, we thank you for a new week. We thank you for joining us. We thank you for gathering us. We thank you for being here with us. We thank you for sitting in our presence. We thank you for being a God who's everywhere all at the same time. So God, you can meet us in this space and carry us to the next space for your glory. So God, would you be with us? Mark our time by your presence. In Jesus' name, amen. It's good news today. Daily devotional. We grab our coffee. We grab our Bibles and we get it in. Let's go. Everything's gonna be okay. Put it in there. Let's go. Everything's gonna be okay. Listen, say it, see it. Let's put it in the comments. My brother and sister, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. We gather here every morning throughout the week just to, if we don't do nothing else, we're going to say that just so you'll know everything's going to be okay. God has not forgotten you. All is not lost. God is faithful. He is right here. He is your ever-present help in your time of need. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Friends, this is not a test. This is not a test. This is not a test. Y'all remember those? They don't really do these anymore. Back in the day, Back in the day, they used to do these little things on the TV where all of a sudden the TV would just snap and you just hear this irritating ding, and then afterwards it would announce, this is just a test. This is only a test. For if it was the real thing, it would be followed by some instructions, yada, yada, yada. So all your life you hear that. And number one, I never really heard the real one where it wasn't actually a test. But it would always say, this is just a test. Well, friends, this is not a test. What we're in, it's not a test. And the alarm is being sounded and it's being followed by some instructions. It's interesting. They used to do stuff, these tests and different things like that. All that comes from being in the 90s. I'm a 90s kid. I love the 90s, grew up in the 90s. I was born in 77, but like my coming of age was in the 90s. Okay. My mother-in-law says they still do them. I just have, you know what? I don't watch TV half as much as I used to. And they don't do them on Netflix. So there you go. I'm a 90s kid, and I love the things of the 90s. Bad Boy Records, the 90s, the whole soundtrack. Biggie, the 90s. Tupac, the 90s. Come on, let's go all the way back. Dr. Dre, and what was it? Dr. Dre and the Chronic. I think that's what it was, the Chronic. I translated it for my own soul. But the Chronic, go back, like some of the best, like MC Hammer, early 90s, late 80s, Hammer pants. We used to walk around with Hammer pants, y'all. Cross colors, rayon shirts. We used to have the colored jeans, Jabos. Anybody remember Jabos? Anybody have Jabos? I didn't have Jabos. I had goodies. I couldn't afford Jabos. I had goodies. Good bowl. I had good days. That's what I had. They were called good day, not Jabos. Do y'all remember Jabot jeans though? Oh my goodness! If you had some Jabot jeans with the little Jabot across the little zipper, yo, you was in a whole nother league. Then the Jordans started coming out. And I just never got any Jordans. I didn't get my first pair of Jordans until I think I might have been 40 years old when I got my first pair of Jordans, and I only got one pair, and they were a gift to me. They were given to me. But I'm coming up though. I'm trying to get them sixes though, son. I'm trying to get them sixes. Yo, check this out, fellas. Y'all remember this one? The lady, some of y'all ladies will too. Cool water cologne. Come on in here, somebody. Cool. If you got your hands on some cool water cologne or some eternity, yo, you go up into the dance with some cool water or eternity on, you in the game. And then later on, they came out with CK1, but that was a couple of years later. But that's what we used to rock right there. Any cool water cologne? Can I get a witness up in here? Rocked them in college. Yes. Yo. And the style was you would skids. Do y'all remember the pants skids? Like the color pants? Babe, do you remember skids? Skids was like, they looked like pants that was pajamas. But you would wear them out. You had the skids. Anybody remember skids? Oh my goodness. Jordache jeans, the Jordache, but that eternity though, bro, that cool water eternity, yo, that was a smell. Because the step before then was like your grandfather's Brute cologne, which they made you wear. You had to, Brute was a forced, boy, put on this cologne. And this how you put on cologne. And you walk in and Brute get in the room way before you do. Jupe. I remember Jupe. Oh my goodness. That was it. Oh, BKs. I remember British Knights. Remember British Knights? You used to rock the British Knights. Oh my goodness. In college, both were. Yeah. She said her and her boyfriend wore CK1 in college. Because, CK1 was that's why they call it CK1, because it was for male and female. Oh my goodness. Jupe. That was the stuff. Oh, Travis said he still got the bottle. Yo, once you got to a point to where you could actually afford some good cologne, that was a whole nother level. Oh, somebody just said something. Hold on. What did you just say? I saw it. Oh, LA Gear. Remember LA Gear? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Doc John, that Brute would sting so bad and it would just smell. LA Gear Felines. Remember the Felines? And then you would have to get your whole outfit. Like when you start getting to the point where you can go like to college football games, K-Swiss, come on in here. Lugs boots, FUBU, yeah. You would get ready to go to college games, or when you just kind of starting to get your swag on, you would have to get the full sweatsuit, the whole sweatsuit, the pants, the jacket, and the shoes have to match. And let me tell you something. You gonna spend a couple of $100, which felt like $1,000 back then, maybe like $150 or $89. But whatever it was, it felt like $1,000. If it was $59, it still felt like $1,000. So you would get one outfit and you wear that joint out. Everybody knew you coming to a game. Oh, he got on the outfit. You wore it over and over again, Jack. You wore it over and over again. Adidas, hip hop. It was the golden era, yo. It was a golden era. Remember this? Yo, check this out. Remember the work you used to do to get ready on the groups 357. Oh my goodness. It take two to make a thing go right. What's his name? Who's that? No, that's not. No, that's what you call it. I'm Rob Bass. Yes. I'm Rob Bass and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid. I mean outrageous. Stay away from me if you're contagious, cause I'm a winner. No, not a loser. Being MC is what I choose. Ladies love me. Girls adore me. Even the ones that never told me, like, ways that it rhymes to the so. Even why, hey, I don't know. So let's go. Come on in here, somebody. Cassette tapes. HBCU sweatshirts, that's a whole nother thing. I ain't even gonna take y'all to HBCU homecoming weeks, even as teenagers, the high school day. Oh, Lord have mercy. Do y'all remember, and when I say it, I need you to put on your 7th grade, 8th grade, 11th grade mind. Okay, when I say this, I need you to pull back your right. I don't need you to think about this like today. I need you to pull it back. CCM and Music Factory, yeah. The CC Music Factory, something like that. But when I say this, I need you to go back to your young mind, because if you hear it now, you're not gonna hear it in the right context. So I need you to go back to the 1990s. I need you to go back to cassette tapes, and a bunch of them in the car. I need you to go back to big radios with stickers on them. All right, do you remember? Stay away from me if you're contagious. 2020 Rona party. I love that. Tenderoni, Bobby Brown. Come on in here, somebody. All right, but check it out. Do you remember when I say this phrase, I need y'all to go back in your mind, though. Don't listen to it like it is now. I need you to go back in your mind. Listen to it. Watch this. And when I say the phrase, I need you to hear it. Do you remember going to the mall? Now, see, it all depends on what era you in. Because if you thought about shopping when I said that, you missed what I'm saying. Do y'all remember? Oh, okay. I hear y'all. SWV. Come on in here, somebody. I get so weak in the knees. Let's chill, God. Let's chill. Let's settle down. Y'all gonna have me pull up a playlist after this. Y'all gonna have me pull up. Do y'all remember going to the mall? Yo, going to the mall was a freaking event. You got dressed. You was in there, yo. I never ironed so much in my life. You was in there starching them jeans. Got the jeans straight and nice. Got that crease. You got that Raytheon shirt with all the colors, so you had to iron it because it get wrinkled so much. You know what I mean? You got that going on. You got your shoes. Yo, you got that stuff they sell at the shoe store that you spray on the shoes to get them nice and clean and popping. You got it all. And then you call the boys. You call the homies like, yo, what y'all picking me up? Y'all, you load it up in the car. You put on the cool water. You come on in here, somebody, and you just go to the mall. You just go to the mall. You're hanging out. You're kicking it. This is. You say I used to drop my kids off at the mall. Oh my goodness! You get your whole life. Somebody said baby soft for the girls. Wear your best fit lip gloss. Highlight of the weekend. Oh, highlight of the weekend. And I love it because y'all are from all different regions. So I see Metro Center Mall. I see Eagle Rock Mall out here in Southern California. I see Pasadena Mall. The Slauson Swap Meet. Come on in here, Kavina. Come on. Yo, let me tell you something. Skate Depot and Cerritos. Yo, going to the mall was an event, and you would go, and you just kick it. You would just kick it all day. Kim, come on in here. I'm talking about the 90s, girl. I'm talking about the 90s. You're going to love this. I'm talking about the 90s. We talking about cross colors. We talking about Jabos. We talking about Jordans. We talking about Let's Chill with Guy. You're talking about all of that stuff. You talking about all. We talking about it all. Edges on point. Girls. Oh, girls. What was the shoes? Keds was a big deal. Your white Keds had to be all point. Once they got dirty, you had to throw them away and get you some new ones. Jelly beans. Come on. I just took you all the way back. Come on, can we go back to 6th, 7th grade? Come on, jelly beans. Anybody remember wearing them jelly beans? Come on in here. Yo, the mall was like an event. You post up all day, eating food, just kicking it, yo, kicking it. Can we go jellies? Yeah, you call them jellies. Yep. Slicked edges. Now I know culturally this is gonna be a little nuanced, but I know for black girls, that's when you got the toothbrush in that brown gel, and you get them come on. I got a witness of anybody in the bathroom with that toothbrush with that gel, curling them, that mess around and get too hot, it starts flaking up on you at the end of the day. Come on in here. All right. Can I go back a little further? I'm ready to mess some of y'all up. All right, I'm gonna go back a little further. Remember Friday nights? Saturday was the mall. I got some jail witnesses. Pro style. Come on. Remember on Friday nights when you was a little younger. Let's go back a little further. Remember on Friday nights, at the end of the week, the family would load up on Friday. If it was a good week and that check came in, everything was good. On Friday nights, where would we go on Friday nights to get the thing going? The skating rink was when you got older. When you was a little younger, though, on Friday night, we load up, and this was a big night for the family. This is when you was hanging out with your parents on Friday night. Where would you go? We go to Blockbuster. Do y'all remember them days when it was a thing? When you would go to Blockbuster and you would walk through Blockbuster and you would pick out your videotape that you was gonna watch for the weekend. Come on in here, somebody. Now, Friday night football, yes. Football games, we used to do all that. But every now and then you go, we didn't have a drive-in in Mississippi. Blockbuster. And if y'all didn't do this, let me tell you something. It was a whole thing. Just like y'all want to go to the mall. The other thing was, what's up, LaDonna? LaDonna, you said it. Y'all want to go rent a movie? That just sounds weird right now. Do you want to go rent a movie? You had to get in your car, go rent a movie. And it was an experience. You would walk down the aisles, be looking, picking out. Ooh, I'm gonna get this one. No, I'm gonna get this one. Go to the front desk. Hey, this movie come in yet? I see it ain't on the shelf. Have they brought it back yet? They returned it in? Hollywood Video. No, like it was, it was crazy. Some of y'all saying Hollywood Video. Yeah, but it was a whole, going to the video store was a whole experience, yo. You would get excited. Julia, be kind, rewind. Remember they used to have you remember you had to buy a separate device just to rewind the videotape to get it back. And Sunday night, everybody rushing, about to hurt themselves, trying to get back to get that rental in so you don't get charged $50 million, $17, $11. Yo, it shaped our culture. It shaped a lifestyle. There was a whole orbit around the mall, a Blockbuster, renting videos. You go to the Dropbox, hurry up and go get it in, run out the car, get it. You jump out the minivan, go put it back in the Dropbox so you don't get charged. I want us to go back right now. I want us to go back in time. I want us to go to the boardroom of Blockbuster. I want us to go to the Blockbuster headquarters and go to the boardroom. I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, when they had over $1 billion in revenue. My cousin Tree says, yeah, she hit a ditch one time trying to get the rental back on time. Let's go back to the boardroom of Blockbuster when they were making millions in late fees. They had thousands of employees, thousands of stores. And they get a note from this upstart company who wants to show them some technology and this new way of processing. And they say, the new way is not only DVDs, because you know Blockbusters, they progress the DVDs. They said, listen, instead of having people come into the stores, mail them the movies, and then they mail them back. We think that's the wave of the future. And in that boardroom, this company that suggested that they mail them in, they're thinking, yeah, bro, first of all, we have no problems with late fees. We make millions of dollars in late fees. Number two, we don't have to mail DVDs to people. People come to our stores and they have a whole experience in our stores. Why in the world would we mail them? We want them to come to our stores. Why in the world would we mail them to them and do that? Company comes back again and say, hey, there's a whole new level of technology. There's a whole new level of technology. We think it's the wave of the future. Yo, you don't have to mail them. You can just go to a website and just watch them. Buy us for, I think the number is somewhere around 50, 75 million. Buy us out. If Ricky's still on here, Ricky was on here a few minutes ago. If Ricky's still on here, Ricky, drop the stats for me in the feed. Because I know you know right off the amount of employees, the amount of stores, the amount of all the Blockbuster facts. Buy us for 75, 50 million. History shows that they laughed them out of the room. They laughed him out of the room. They could have. Oh, by the way, that company, some of you've already said it. The company is Netflix. The company's with Netflix. Netflix approached Blockbuster and said, watch this, buy us. Blockbuster, buy us for 50, 70 million, something like that. Buy us. And the first time Blockbuster heard of Netflix, they laughed them out of the room. Several years later, Blockbuster rented their final movie. I believe there's one historic kind of museum like Blockbuster somewhere that's still open just for memory. But when they closed their last store, I think the last video that they rented was a movie called This Is the End. This is the end. I want to lead us in a conversation. And I want us to go back to that boardroom. And what was it about the culture and the mindset of the Blockbuster? Yeah, and I think it's Bend, Oregon. That's great. What was it about the boardroom and the culture of the boardroom of Blockbuster that they couldn't even see the possibility of Netflix? They didn't even see it coming. They didn't even see it coming. Something that was a staple in our culture then has now become something that's completely obsolete, over all of our lifetimes, most of us, if not all of us on here, we remember it and we saw it die. Many of us participated in the death of it. We shifted completely. Now the idea of watching movies at home is more present now than ever before. Watch this. Movies aren't even coming out in theaters now. In the last 6 months, the whole movie industry has had to rethink how they release movies. They're releasing movies in our house. A year ago, that was unheard of. We used to get dressed and have a whole cultural moment around going to the mall. Going to the mall was a thing. They had tons of malls. Here's the reality. Malls are closing down and they're empty eyesores in our community because the culture has completely shifted. Watch this. Watch this. Here's the thing. This is why I want us to go to the boardroom and I want us to think I want us to look at their mindset, because whatever mindset they had, they missed completely the onset of something that was coming. Watch this. Your mindset will cause you to miss the onset of what's coming if you don't have your righteous mind. It's Monday. Y'all didn't even see me coming for you. You didn't even see me coming for you, but I'm coming for you. I'm convinced Blockbuster closed down because they didn't know what business they were in. They thought they were in the video selling business, the video renting business. They were not. That is not what they did. They did not just sell videos or DVDs, rent videos and rent DVDs. No. They facilitated home entertainment. That's what they did. They were facilitators of home entertainment. Because we're still renting and engaging in movies right now. So we didn't change our mind about movies. We changed our minds about the delivery system and how it is that we access it. Our value for movies has gone up. So Blockbuster, you misread our intent. You misread our relationship. You didn't understand why we were coming. We didn't come because we loved your store. We didn't come because we loved hanging out and making it a cultural experience. At the end of the day, we came fundamentally because we loved being entertained at home. You don't know what business you're in. You think you're in the video renting business. No, you're in the home entertainment business. And Netflix realized that the home entertainment business is still alive and viable while Blockbuster stores are closed. Now, if you don't see that right, you will think that we changed our mind, that the consumer changed their mind. No, we didn't. Blockbuster never understood our minds. They thought we were in love with their stores. No, we were in love with what their stores facilitated, and that was home entertainment. I love that, Bishop. It says Blockbuster was one-dimensional. Malls, the same thing. These developers, they built these huge malls because they thought people love shopping, and that's right. But they didn't understand the business that they were in. They thought the goal was for us to come to them and come to the mall and shop at the mall and have food court and have a whole day and all of that. No, at the end of the day, we want to shop. And yeah, you facilitated a beautiful cultural thing around that, but the main thing was shopping. The other food court stuff, we can go through the drive-thru somewhere else and get other food. So those things were important, and culturally they had significance for a season, but they weren't the main thing. I need you to rock. I need you to see me coming early today. I need y'all to see me coming early. I need y'all to see it. So now malls are closing at a historic rate. Watch this. All malls won't close. We'll still need some. We just won't need half as many as we needed before. How are y'all getting groceries these days? Is everybody standing in line at Costco? Or are y'all doing what we doing? You paying a little extra and you having them joints delivered to the door. We go to the grocery store every now and then, but for the most part, it comes right there to the door. We walk to the door and get our groceries. Albert, what are you getting at? I think we're going to talk about this all week, so I'm just going to ease in slow with you. But I need you to understand this is not a test. The world is shifting and there's change happening right below us, right in front of us, all around us. Change is happening all around us. And you can sit here and act like Blockbuster if you want to and assume that you are too big to fail. What you have is so important and so good, and it's going back. So what's your mindset? Are you sitting in this pandemic? Albert, what are you saying? What are you trying to say? What does this have to do with our morning devotional? This is what I'm trying to say. I'm saying renewal is a big part of this 100 days. Renewal is a big part of this 100 days. And a renewal is renewing your mind and adjusting your expectation. And if you are praying and journaling and adjusting so that we can go back to where we once were, you have completely missed what God is trying to do. Isaiah 43, 18, 19. This is where we're going to sit this week, I think. I never really know for sure, but Isaiah 43, 18, 19. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Here it is. Here it is. And then we're going to close for the day. And we're going to come back and we're going to dig in this thing tomorrow. Here it is. God's grace, and with his love and his kindness, he says, I'm renewing you. I'm doing a new thing, but watch this. He says, do you not perceive it? He says, can you not perceive that I'm doing a new thing? Can you not perceive it? Can you not perceive that I am doing a new thing? And no, here's the word. You cannot perceive the new thing unless you're sitting in the presence of the real thing. You cannot perceive the new thing if you're not sitting in the presence of the real thing. He says, in my presence, you will perceive it. I'll give you an indicator. I'll let you know. That's why studying God's word, spending this time in prayer, this is not a test. This is the real thing. Don't treat your time with God as some extracurricular option. Ooh, I'm doing really good in this season if I'm doing this. No, he's trying to give you insight. He's trying to give you perception. He's trying to let you perceive, I'm about to do a new thing. So in my presence, I need to free you up from the proclivities and the familiarity of the old thing, because in my presence, in the presence of the real thing, I'm giving you the indicator light of the new thing that's coming. And if you don't see it, if you don't sit in my presence, you'll be like the boardroom of Blockbuster and be thinking and waiting and sitting on past success, but not realizing your past success will bring you to future failure because you've missed the presence of God. I'll say it again for the people in the back. Your past success will bring you to a future failure because you missed the presence of God and the new thing that he wants to do. Blockbuster was too arrogant to ever think that they would fail. They said, do you see how successful I am? Church leaders in here, I know some church folk in here, some church leaders in here. If you think the church is about to go back to being Blockbuster, you've missed it. You're arguing about the wrong thing. We sitting up arguing about mass and our right to go to church and all that. And I love it. I ain't trying to get into argument today. Y'all can argue about all of that if you want to. I'm telling you, you sound and you look like Blockbuster. This ain't a test, y'all. This is the real thing. Why are you getting in them journals? Why are you getting in the presence of God? Why are you disciplining and setting up practices? Because God's doing a new thing, and the preview of the upcoming attraction is going to happen in his presence. I said the preview of the upcoming attraction is going to happen in his presence. God is doing a new thing. There are more people seeing and hearing and experiencing the gospel digitally, through virtual spaces than ever before. And we're having a fight about reopening Blockbuster. I'm just saying, be careful with be careful with the distraction. Albert, are you trying to say, oh my goodness, Albert, I'm gonna close with this. Albert, oh my goodness, are you trying to say that we are not going to be having churches, that churches aren't going to, see. That's a Blockbuster mentality. Number one, I don't know any churches that have closed. I know buildings that have closed. There's the thing. There's the rub. You thought the church was a building. Never was. You thought we were renting VHS tapes. It was always designed to create home entertainment. You thought we were inviting people to come to church when it was always a call for us to be the church. We were always supposed to be facilitating something that ultimately happened in your home. But we've gotten so caught up in what happened in our building, we've lost sight on the ultimate goal, and that's the change that was supposed to be happening in your house. So now that you've bypassed our building and now it's starting to happen in your house, we're looking for our own significance and identity because we saw ourselves the wrong way to begin with. It was never about our building. It was never about you coming and experiencing what we provided for you. It was always what we were supposed to do to help facilitate in your house. We could just shut out. We could just shut down the whole week. We could just stop the whole week. We could just shut it down. So the devil wants us fighting over masks and reassembling and trying to reopen Blockbuster when there's a whole harvest in front of us. There's a whole harvest in front of us. Do we still have malls? Yes. Albert Tate is not saying every mall is going to be shut down because of Amazon. No. But do we have a lot fewer malls? And are people choosing to engage in Amazon more than malls? Do malls still have their place? Absolutely. Is shopping at an all-time high? Absolutely. Well, I know I didn't mess some folks up, so let me play my little theme song and get out of here for the day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. That's all we got today. You thought it was just about cool water. Hey! Go listen to me some New Edition or something today. Be kind, rewind. I'll see y'all in the morning.